So when you log onto Nearpod, you'll see a few options. You can just access the Nearpod library, and you can select your subject and your grade level to filter out topics that you'd be interested in doing. You can also search by videos, activities, or just lessons. So that's one way to find it. Say you're looking for something specific, so I'm just going to put, let's say, transitions. So maybe I'm looking for transition words to use in writing. Click on fifth, and now you'll see a group of lessons that are already created for you that you don't have to do anything. You can preview the lesson. So this will allow you to do one of three things. You can either show the lesson and have the students also log in using a code very similar to Kahoot. They log in using a code, and then on their computers they can follow along and answer any questions, and you are still running the slides up front just like you would a PowerPoint, but it makes it interactive with the students. So you can see each slide and what it would look like with the student, for the students. So you can preview that, and if you like it, you can add it to your lessons, and then it will be, I'm just going to hit add to lesson. And when I click on show in my lessons, now here's where you will choose live participation or student paced. Student paced will allow individual students to do this. So you can post a link on your Google Classroom page. You can have the whole class working on it independently. You can use it as stations if you want half the class to work on this and the other half to be working on guided reading. So there's some different ways you can use this. Live participation, if you want to do it with the whole class, this is where it will allow the students to interact with the slides as you are teaching in front of the class. They cannot advance any faster than you can though. So that's a really nice component. So that's one thing. Come back here to my homepage by just clicking on the Nearpod link. Something else you can do is you can create your own lessons by clicking here for lessons, create your videos, or you can create an activity. So when you create an activity, you can do like matching pairs. Here's a multiple choice game, kind of like Kahoot. They have some already built for you, so you don't have to create your own, or you can. So I'll click on this. So as you can see, there's some options over here. I'm just going to click on one that might be 5th K to 5. So when you choose one, it will give you questions already completed. All right, so which is South America, and then they just have to choose based off of those pictures. So you can choose to have an answer type as text or images. Let me just click on a different one. Here's dividing by 2. All right, so you'll see the questions here. You can create your own. So if I wanted to create my own, let me scroll up here. And if I click this, it'll ask me, do I want to lose my work? I just say yes. And then I come back over here. So now I can create my own questions. Actually, no. Let me come back in. Create, activity, time to climb. And then here you can type in any question you want. So once you click here, that image will go away. So just say, let's say, what is 2 plus 2? 5, 7, 4, and then whichever one you want to be the correct answer, you just put your check mark next to, and then add your next question. You just continue in that fashion and then hit save. So that's how we create like a quiz or an interactive quiz by going to activity here. There are other options, matching pairs, draw it, which I've never done, prompt your students to respond with drawings. You can do that. I personally think it's hard to draw with the touchpad, but that's, you know, the students are a little better at it. And then drag and drop so the kids can categorize different things. So those are some activities you can do there. They're pretty self-explanatory. Lesson, same thing. So if you come in here and add a lesson, let me go back, sorry. Video. If we come in here to video, you can see there's some already short videos available. There's some that are like only a minute long. So you can find a topic by scrolling through or just typing for something. Let's do transcontinental railroad. Okay, so here's the Oregon Trail. I'm going to click on this. Before I do, you can check your grade level here, grades 3 through 8. You can preview it. Anywhere there's a blue dot, this means there's already an activity embedded into the video. You can add your own activities by just clicking here. So if we play through this video.
In just a minute.
So your first activity is that they already embedded. How much do you already know about the Oregon Trail? You can edit the question. You can delete it. You can change the wording, whatever you want to do. So when we continue to
Manifest Destiny. The Oregon Trail was a 2,170-mile route from Missouri to Oregon. At first,
so now I'm going to pause the video. I can go back a little bit here. And I can say how many miles, add activity, multiple choice. How many miles was the Oregon Trail? And now you just add your questions. 7,120, 2,170, add answer, 3,570, and then you just, again, click next to the correct answer, hit save, and now when you play your video, you'll see, oops, sorry, I dragged it to the wrong spot.
Horse and foot. But as use increased, people started building forts on the route to resupply travelers.
You can check to make sure that it's at the right spot, and if it's not, you can also drag the blue circle to put it back where it belongs. So you can see you don't want it here because you might not have learned that information yet. So plop it down right there. So this is how you would add questions to a video.